extinction. Stephen Stanley says the same thing. And we see stasis. Things stay the same. We see a bat supposedly frozen 50 million years ago, still a bat. We see extinctions. That's not evolution.
Well, why would a designer design 90% of organisms go extinct?
Why does Hollywood build a front?
Because they can.
No, because they only need it for a temporary period of time. Let's go on the assumption, if I approach this from my a priori position, that is, there is a creator, and I was not always a Christian. I spent a good deal of my life as an atheist, then I spent my life as a God-fearing atheist. That's someone who doesn't believe in God but is afraid he might be there. Now, if the Creator created the universe for only a limited period of time to serve a purpose, extinction would not be a problem, would it? Are you familiar with copy fade?
No.
Is everybody familiar with copy fade? It's where you copy a picture. If you copy the original over and over, it stays the same, but every time you copy a copy of the copy of the copy of the copy, it fades until you have nothing. Genetics works the same way. There is copy fade within genetics.
Yeah, you look at
this universe, the law of entropy, the idea of copy fade, this universe is not designed to be eternal.
Second of all,
that is observable.
John, second of all, these are philosophical questions. That's the point. You're asking philosophical questions about a designer.
I just thought you used that as an argument against her question. I just thought
it kind
of goes against your argument as well.
Well, the laws say the universe is going to end. It's going to run out of energy. When it runs out of energy, it's going to disintegrate because there's nothing holding anything together unless
actually the laws of entropy state that laws of entropy state that the energy of the universe is increasing. That's what entropy is. It doesn't say it's toward.
No. The laws of entropy the energy is increasing. The laws of energy say that the energy is becoming useless.
Yes, but that's not a closed system. We're talking about a closed system.
Fine, the universe is a closed system.
And we get our
hang on, is the universe a closed system? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your point?
My point is that we get you were saying that you can't have increasing order. We get order and life from the sun. Everything is based.
So you think the sun?
Okay, wait a minute. Excuse me 1 second. The sun shines down on your car. Does it help to paint? Or does it oxidize? The sun shines down on the roof of your house. What does it do to it?
No, you're missing the point. We're talking about life.
Okay, fine.
It goes on the Dow point cells, which transmits a hydrogen pump to create what they call it ATP, which
You're missing the point, though.
Okay.
You're totally missing the point. I agree with you totally. You got to have the DNA cell first. You're starting with a life already, and you're saying the sun's energy is working at an ADP. Wait a second. Show me how life gets created first with the sun's energy. The sun's energy is fatal to the sun's energy. Whether there's oxygen, early experience, the oxygen, everything would be oxidized. If there was no oxygen, everything would have been radiated. The problem is the early life experience, Klaus Gauss. If you look at the great Hubert Yockey, I give you the guys' names, you can look at the studies of the origin of life experiments. It's been a dead end, people, and that's why they started off with the DNA world, then they went to the RNA world, and they started saying, well, couldn't it evolve in the ocean because the hydrolysis would have caused a problem, and then they started going to, they have life evolving near a volcano, or, well, my point is this, they keep on changing the parameters. Why? Because they keep on coming to dead ends, people. Instead of looking at the probability that it's not impossible.
That's what science is.
But the fact of the matter, if evolution is wrong, that's our point. If evolution is wrong.
First of all, the question on the floor is energy.
1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry, things are getting a little up a notch too high. Let's just keep it one at a time.
Okay.
Let someone ask their full question, answer it, and then let them have a rebuttal.
Where do you have new energy? The sun does not produce new energy. And that is what would be required for the universe to be eternal. Huh?
Well, you know, it's not the atom bomb. What's the other one? You know what I mean?
You're talking about the way the energy burns?
Right. Obviously, it's going to go out and turn into a red giant. And, you know,
yeah, but let me ask you a question. Let's take a nuclear explosion. Is a nuclear explosion creating energy, or is it releasing energy?
It's releasing energy.
Then you have no new energy.
No, the energy is being transferred.
Yes, but you have no new energy.
What's that?
You have no new energy.
The energy is new to Earth. Yes.
No, it's here, it's only change.
But
No,
how
but
how does
the
it?
sun, and
The sun
it's
gives
here,
us
and now
the
it's new
energy.
energy here. It's not new in the universe, it's new here.
All right, but if it's not new, that's like saying, okay, I put a battery here in this circuit, I have new energy here. Well, that's nice that you have new energy here, but that new energy is going to diminish as it goes from potential to kinetic. It comes down to the point where science has come to the point where it said if a brick is sitting on this, this is the lowest point, and the brick is sitting there, it has energy, you just can't use it.
You know, you need a
You're talking
program.
about potential?
The problem, the sun's energy is useless without a program, without a mechanism.
It needs a mechanism to change it, to convert it, and it will run out.
I agree, the sun's energy works, but you have to have the DNA code, and then the sun's energy works in it. The sun's energy works in a program. It's like a carpenter. You can have all the equipment, but you need a blueprint. And the DNA code and other aspects of the human body, those things allow the sun's energy to be utilized. Without the DNA code, without the membrane of the cell, without these factors, which are impossible to create by chance, you don't have the sun's energy helping. You have to have something living, and that's the problem. The sun's energy is going to destroy it before the sun's energy can be used, and that's the point. I agree with you, the sun's energy, there's energy there, but the problem is the energy without a mechanism won't go anywhere. The seed of a plant, or the DNA is a mechanism. Now the sun's energy can work in it. Where do you get those things? From
And you still have the same problem, the energy's gonna run out.
I think we're going to die anyways, even after we eat 40 tons of food in a lifetime.
But you don't
Leave it as a
discuss.
question.
I think a really important question here is testing your theory, the creation theory. What arguments are there against creation theory?
What arguments are there against creation theory?
Right, if you present a hypothesis, there's always going to be people that present arguments against it. So if it's a scientific theory,
One of the
it's
arguments-
been
well-
tested against counter-arguments. What
You even
counter-arguments
said it
has
yourself in
been
the beginning,
has
you
been
tested
tested
the theory against its
And
opposition.
what about
The theory
ability?
of it, the evidence against it, the only evidence I could say against it would be prejudice, because every law of science says it has to happen, complexity says it has to happen.
All right.
That's
Does it
philosophical.
have a theory?
That's a
Does,
philosophical point.
any law of science, every single law
Well,
of science in
if-
existence, please
all right,
don't
let's
interrupt
go back.
me.
No, wait a minute,
Please
wait a
don't
minute.
interrupt
Go
me.
ahead.
Please don't interrupt
Go
me.
ahead, sorry.
Does every single law of science that you can think of that has nothing to do with life and evolution suppose creationism? Does that all agree with it? Because,
No, let me ask you this.
but you just said it does. You
Yes,
said every law of
that's why I'm
science.
gonna ask you a question. What law of science that you know of supports a self-creating eternal universe?
The
Evolution.
law, the
Does
law.
not,
Evolution
the
is not a
theory,
law, it's a
the
theory.
theory, I'm not done yet, please don't
Yeah,
interrupt
go
me.
ahead.
The theory of evolution has nothing to do with abiogenesis. I was under the impression that we were arguing intelligent design and evolution.
Really? The theory of evolution doesn't support abiogenesis.
It doesn't have anything to do with abiogenesis. Can you not
It does.
interrupt me, please? This is like, I don't know how many times I've asked you. The theory of evolution does not try to explain abiogenesis. That's not what it says. That's not even what it's supposed to do.
What is it supposed to
Can I ask a question now? Can I ask a question now?
Once life got here, it
Well, hang on,
explains.
hang on, can I ask a
It
question?
doesn't have anything to do with how life got here.
All right, are you done now so I can ask a question? Look at the Big Bang Theory. Your argument is it's an interesting cop-up because that's exactly what they're doing now. Now, in the old days, evolution, you start with